All right, we are here at the office of Gwen Moore, 250 East Wisconsin Avenue here in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. So for anybody watching the stream, we're here for a rare case of politicians doing the right thing. So two things from Gwen Moore that she did correct that we actually do want to give credit on. The first of which is she voted no on the National Defense Authorization Act, essentially indicating a no vote also on the U.S. military budget. And expanding that to the $839 billion that it is now supposed to be. Now, the other thing that she's done is she signed on to the letter by Representative Pramila Jayapal, which is a resolution on Ukraine to push negotiation and peace. Actually, she also voted for the, what was it, the
Yemen War Powers Resolution.
Yemen War Powers Resolution. Co-sponsored it. Yeah. So she co-sponsored the Yemen War Powers Resolution as well. So these are three very good things that we do want to give credit for. Let's also remember, this is a politician with a mixed record. And so we have to continue showing up and making sure that we are holding her accountable for any further votes. So we want to say thank you for these recent actions that have been exactly what we need to see, especially at a time of hyper-militarization in the U.S. and across the globe. We need to see more of this going forward. We need to see a continuous streak of these type of decisions going forward to make the world a more safer and livable place going forward from here. Now, what we'll do is, as long as these positive votes keep coming in, we're going to stay away. We're going to leave it alone. We'll be sending thank yous and leaving it alone. However, more votes for militarization, more votes for proxy war in Ukraine, more votes for anything of that nature, we're going to show right back up. We're going to make you look like crap in front of your constituents. We're going to radicalize your interns. That is the deal. That is how that works. Your move. Oh, and one more thing. As a politician and as a member of a party that spent the entire Trump administration talking about the attacks on press freedom, which were valid, we need to start hearing some stuff about Julian Assange. President Biden is continuing the Trump administration's policy of bringing him here to the United States to face charges, politically motivated charges, for exposing the war crimes of our own military and our own nation. Yes, we have free Julian Assange literature right there. We need to see a reversal on this, and Gwen Moore, you can lead the charge on this. You can be the one who puts her money where her mouth is and actually fights for free speech and free press against the empire. So do the right thing, speak up for Julian Assange. If not, we don't ever want to hear you talk about free press again.
Hey, can you put on pause a second? No? Okay, don't. What? That's okay. You can just, that's it. So I got a sign here, and I want to pull it out because it says thank you, Gwen Moore. But I'll just say it. Thank you, Gwen Moore. And I guess, Gwen, I've known you for many, many years. I supported your rise to become a member of Congress. I supported you in the state legislature when you're fighting for welfare rights, right of people not to be poor, and to be able to get a job and to have benefits. So I supported you for a number of years, and I have faith that you're going to do the right thing. And I'm looking forward to thanking you, not criticizing you. So thanks again for all the good votes you've taken in the last couple of months. And I know you're supporting Mandela Barnes. And Mandela Barnes is going to need coaching about how to be an anti-war senator. And so please bring all your knowledge to help Mandela Barnes as U.S. Senator vote against military spending. I know you wrote a wonderful letter to Biden at the start of his, when he was still actually just got elected, saying that, hey, Biden, you got to cut the military spending. He didn't do that. He raised the military spending. And then Congress raised the military spending on top of what Biden raised the military spending. So you have to admit that the Democratic Party is a war party. It's a party that's being manipulated by the military-industrial complex. You're one of the few politicians that stand up against this, but we need all of the Democrats to stand up against it. Otherwise, the Democratic Party is a war party. It's a party that just wants to enrich the military-industrial complex. So I'm begging you, I'm asking you, I'm praying for you to do the right thing morally, to end war, end the influence of the military-industrial complex, And let me just say, wind up with this. Today is August 6th. And people should know August 6th is the day we bombed Hiroshima. So this is the anniversary of the bombing of Hiroshima, of the first use of the nuclear bomb. We are closer to using nuclear weapons than we have been since the Cuban Missile Crisis. Neither NATO nor the United States nor Russia has promised not to use nuclear weapons in this Ukraine war, even though people from the peace movement are begging them. Make a statement, you will not use nuclear weapons. Also, what's happening in New York, the United Nations is now having a conference on the Nuclear Non-Proliferation Treaty. In a nutshell, this treaty says, if you signed it, that if you don't have nuclear weapons, you'll never get them. But if you do have nuclear weapons, you will get rid of them. Well, the people, for the most part, who didn't have them are keeping their promise and not getting them. But the people who do have them, like the United States, like Great Britain, like China, like Russia, they're going to have no plans to get rid of their nuclear weapons. This is wrong, it's evil, and it's going to lead to the destruction of the world if we don't change it. So please, let's get rid of our nuclear weapons. Let's make the NPT, the Nuclear Non-Proliferation Treaty, work, and let's eventually become a world without nuclear weapons, as President Obama said we have to be. Thank you. All right. So,
Handle Gwen more. Let's go.
did you want to say anything about Julia? And then we covered pretty good.
I think you covered it fine. I think what I'd like is that we walk in and at least give the front desk the literature.
Yeah, we'll give the front desk the
Is that
literature.
all right?
We're going to ask them if they'll give the Julia the sunshine. And so. And then we can maybe take a picture of us holding some signs. That's okay.
Send it to him.
Then we can send it to them. That's right.
Do you want to, as a prop, carry that in?
I guess.
I
Jim,
think
are you staying out here with the stuff, or should I?
You want it? You can go in.
Okay.
I think it's good for volunteers to see what we're really doing. You know, this just kind of makes it real, even though it's kind of silly.
I know you don't accept anything for doing our office, but wanted to give you. Can't accept anything. Thank you. Can you let her know that we were
So
here?
nice, you know, how many places there are for free speech
Are we
nowadays.
supposed to sign this? No. No. So, James, you want to tell him what we're doing here? He said that he would let her know we were here.
Yeah, so reason we showed up here, so we've been, this is not the first time we showed up. You're probably here the other times as well. So Gwen Moore, being one of our representatives here, we've been meeting with her, the Peace Movement and Washington Peace Action and other groups. We've been meeting with her for a while to discuss the issues of war and U.S. imperialism, etc. And so she canceled a few months of meetings, so we showed up here, and also had some folks that we strongly disagreed with, so we showed up here to see if we could express our displeasure of that. She has now reversed that and actually offered up a couple of votes in response to some legislation that we did appreciate. So we came here, we wanted to make sure that she knows that we appreciate her doing the right thing, and just give credit where credit's due on that. So, thank you. Appreciate it.
I'm just gonna. This is information from Action Research Roger. He's from for
So these stickers, they make you aware of like where we're allowed to put stuff. There's vanishingly fewer and fewer places.
Yeah, it's pretty much just public posts and whatnot.
Right. And there's safety in numbers, you know.
Let's go over and click on this
What happened?
new one.
What happened?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you
Go in there, but say you guys don't
Can you take another picture?
so
Hey, I tell you what, let's take a picture in front of the head.
I like it.
And then with the Julian and everything about money for Milwaukee, not for war, and peace sign, and thank you, Gwen Moore, and
has anybody ever taken a video and then extracted one photo from it?
Of what?
A video and then just taken one frame out. I want to learn how to do that.
That's what I do for the. Literally, all I do is I take like the snipping tool, like I pause it at a good point that I like, and I just take the snipping tool.
Oh, okay.
That's all I do.
Yeah, well, you have a snipping tool, and I don't really have. Yeah, okay, whatever.
Every computer has a snipping tool.
Oh, you mean like a screenshot?
Yeah.
I mean, I could do a screenshot, right? Yeah, I gotcha. Yeah, I think I'm gonna stop the video, and you guys just want a still picture, right?